Alright. I just want to wait for one meme to load. And I'll giggle at it. The faster meme. I want you.
The deadpan, the way that you say that also makes it hilarious.
All
one
right,
more meme, and then my joy quota for today will be met.
It gives me lifeblood. Hey everybody, I'm Griffin, and this is Theta, and this is a death battle. No, that's not our intro. Welcome to Stone-Faced Reactions, where we watch videos and then don't react to them whatsoever. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone-Faced Reaction. I'm Griffin, and this is Theta. Or is he on this side? I don't know. And we're here for another reaction video, and now that we've once again risen from hibernation, it's time for us to introduce once again our brand new vessel, the Wheel. Give us the Wheel of Randomization.
All right, let's see what we get today.
Wheel of Morality, turn, turn, turn. Show us the lesson that we must learn.
And we've got... Oh, what's that thing you said last session, or the between things? Inside Out versus Soul.
No, tearjerker movies I haven't seen. All right, well, we're doing Inside Out versus Soul. So, I guess I would say, since I gave it to you last time, I should choose, but I don't know either of these movies that well. What do you think, Theta?
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't end last one with a clear winner.
Yup.
I'm Adam, and
so, I mean, I'll just toss it back to you again.
Well, jeez. The problem here is that one is important for one reason and one is important for another reason. You know what? I'm gonna go with mental health. I'm going with Inside Out.
All right, that's a good choice. I at least have seen a bit of the premise of Inside Out and understand what it's supposed to be. So tell me what Soul's supposed to be, because I don't know it yet.
God, I didn't. I've only watched multiple reviews of Soul, and both on a movie review sort of way, and also as a different religious view sort of way. But I haven't actually seen the movie itself. So I know things that happen in the movie, like the guy dies and comes back as a dog to help guide somebody else, but he also goes through a whole afterlife, like the meaning of self sort of realization, I think. Again, not the real master of this one. I at least watched Inside Out.
I mean, I'd give it points for Ghost Dog, so I'm all in on Ghost Dog. Let's do it.
Not a ghost dog, it's a real dog.
Oh, well, I mean, dog. All right, let's just cut to it.
All right, summation of your argument. Dog. Got it.
Yeah.
And this is Reel Rivalries, the show where we pit two movies head-to-head and let you decide the winner.
Oh, okay. Now they've actually visually seen a slide of it. I at least
it's all about
remember hearing about it.
Inside Out goes up against Soul.
I've seen
a cat too. Oh my gosh.
Maybe it was a cat, not a dog. I don't know.
The assembly of it all. Let's talk about the colorful characters first. Inside Out is full of emotions, quite literally, as Pixar gives us a glimpse.
Yeah, I
into
mean,
the
also
mind of
Inside
Ryan.
Out deals with
The
more of
11-year-old
a
makes
childhood
good use of all her
sentiment, which
emotions,
is
with joy
much
occupying
easier to
the
pull at the
main
heartstrings
spot.
than it
I
is
can't think
an
of many
adult
actresses
dealing
more
with
capable
the
of
world.
playing Joy than Amy Poehler. Joining her are a couple of Office alums, Mindy Kaling as Disgust and Phyllis Smith as Sadness.
I already
She's
see what this
utilized
episode's
for
going to
many
be.
years
You
in
who
Michael
knows nothing,
Scott's
it's going to have
insights
no
this character
counterpoints to
confused.
anything I
The rest
say.
of the cast is just as great, with
I've got to
Hazel
like
in
deal with
Fear
what I'm
and
looking
Louis
at right
Black
here, I
appropriately
think.
voicing
Which is
Anger.
all the thing I'm
Unlike
arguing for,
Riley,
Inside Out.
I haven't forgotten about Bing Bong, voiced by Richard Kind.
Take her to the mood for me. Okay?
Loss of
That
imagination.
one's still fresh. Good night, sweet
But yeah, in
prince.
terms of
There's also a
characterization,
creepy clown
like, it
named
definitely
Jankos
has
that
like a
shows
lot
up
of
to give the kids a few scars
trying
before the
to
movie
fit a bunch of
ends.
stereotypes
On the
to
Soul side of
emotion,
things,
but at the
we
same
follow
time,
a
it actually
middle-aged
makes like a
band
whole bunch of
teacher
interesting
named
people,
Joe,
right?
voiced
It
by
creates
Jamie Foxx.
stereotypes of
Joining him
emotion
on his
because that's what they
soul-searching
are.
adventure is
Yeah,
Uma
I know.
Faye's character 22, a soul
But it
with a
makes them
passion
interesting
for nothing,
characters.
but a clever retort for everything. These two have to put up with a bunch of Jerrys in the before life and are constantly being sleuthed after by Terry, voiced by Rachel House. Along their journey, they'll meet up with a hippie soul named Moonwind, who pirates a ship through a sea of lost souls. When Joe is back on Earth, he gets the privilege of hanging out with his mother, a jazz band, and his local barber. I think it's more than fair to say we have a good selection of characters from both films. I'm going to give this round a 10.
I don't know, maybe the cat wasn't the thing that was important. It just stood out to me for
The
some
cat's
reason.
important in my heart, alright?
Mature themes in their storytelling. Inside Out and Soul respect their audience enough to know they can handle a bit deeper commentary.
Soul definitely has like the
than, say,
juxtaposition of
Singing
like
About
very
the Summer.
grounded versus
Inside
very
Out follows the
fantastical,
thoughts
it
and feelings
seems.
of Riley, as she
That's only
moves
because it
away
takes place
from
in her
ice
head.
capping
I mean,
ground
the
here
world
in
around her
Minnesota
is what
to the
they're all
pizza
reacting
ruining
to.
city, San Francisco. The loss of close friends, hockey, and a familiar day-to-day leave her full of emotions.
You gotta remember, you're
That's
seeing
where
a very
our parallel
emotional
protagonist
story
Joy
told in a
comes
bunch
into
of
play.
clips with a guy
Riley's life
talking
has
over
been
it.
drastically altered.
Yeah.
And listening to another guy talk over that guy.
Yeah, it's never gonna hit me the same way, just like hearing about it, obviously.
Causing Joy to frantically attempt to keep things in order. Riley's whole emotional system starts to break down, leaving Joy no choice but to travel deep into Riley's
Why
memories.
do they have like
in order
the
to fix her state of
the
well-being.
Wonka Vader
Since
chocolate
sadness is
suction
seemingly
thing in
ruining
there?
everything,
Memories.
Joy has her tag along for the ride.
Maybe they just
As
really like the movie.
winds down,
No, it's the memories.
revealed that sadness
It's
was
how the memories
actually
get
the key to
transported to the
happiness all
locations they have to
along.
go to in her
Inside
mind.
Out is an incredibly smart
Yeah, but that's the
story
same device that
manages
transfers
to break
chocolate
down
around
some
the
pretty
Wonka's
complex
chocolate factory.
issues
It's
in
also
a
the
way
same
that all
device that
readers can
transports your
understand.
checks
The
from the
director and
bank
writer,
deposit
Doctor, tries
window
to do
to
the
the
same
bank
thing again
inside.
with Soul.
Well, are you
Soul
saying
gives
this is
itself an
normal
even more
technology?
sizable
No
goal
way.
to tell the beginning
Yeah,
and
I mean,
end
it's
of a
used
person's
in
journey.
almost every
Just like
bank
Inside Out,
location
Soul
in
bounces
the United
between
States.
both worlds, showing the events of the living with that of the afterlife. The story revolves around Joe Gardner.
Do some banking,
who feels
nerd.
unfulfilled with his life as a teacher. He always dreamt about being a jazz musician, and as luck would have it, the position just opened up.
Yeah,
Pretty big
this
one,
definitely
too,
seems
to
to be
play
every
jazz legend
high
Dorothy
school music
Williams.
teacher
Gardner's
ever,
a real talent
right
on the
there.
piano, which is more than proved to the band during his audition. After years of hard work and determination, our protagonist has finally made it. The movie ends with the character dancing and living happily ever after. No, I'm joking. Gardner falls down a manhole and dies on impact. Presumably. He finds himself
goes
on
to
a
the afterlife.
slow-moving conveyor
What?
belt of sorts
He goes to the
on his way
afterlife
up
for
to the
before
great
life, so yeah, he
beyond.
dies. He
Unsatisfied
falls through the
with his
manhole and
foregone
dies.
conclusion, he breaks from the path and ends up back at the beginning, or great before, if you must. The movie must, that's what they call it. It's here where he meets 22, a soul with no real desire to get started with life. He poses as an instructor, eventually learning his body is still in one piece, lying comatose in a hospital bed. With the help of a spiritual guide named
Yeah, that's
Moondance,
brutal.
I mean, if your
He'll
soul
return
passes
back to
on, you
Earth.
gotta be dead.
Just not in
I
the
don't
way
care
he
what your body's
expects.
doing.
I don't know what happened to my voice there. Let's keep going. He and 22 have themselves a good
Yeah, now I
old-fashioned
feel you there,
Freaky
man.
Friday situation, as Joe ends up in the body of a cat.
No, see, the cat was the thing.
Yeah, the cat is important, you're right.
A hunter named Terry is trying to track down the missing number in his never-ending tally. As 22 experiences the amazing little things everyday life has to offer, she realizes it's time to make this house a home. It's very short-lived though once Terry catches up and quickly takes them back. Eventually, Joe finds a way to return, gives one heck of a piano performance, pulls 22 out of her lost state, and gets a second chance to live a full life. I commend the work done to attempt to tell a story this complex for all ages. I do think it falls apart a little bit in the end. The whole body swap is really played out at this point and stretched far too long. This round's gonna have to
Pretend
go
my ass was
Inside
so
Out.
big.
Yeah,
other way around.
maybe a little awkward, maybe a little hard to stick the landing on that
Few
one, but I mean, like,
studios
A
know
plus
how to
for
grow out
effort.
worlds quite like Pixar does. Their ever-growing catalog features humorous
Yeah, I'm
characters,
gonna say
creative
that,
environments, and wonderful
Inside Out
music.
has better
Inside
worlds
Out
in
and
that it
Soul
has
are
an
not the
entire
exceptions
world
to the
inside
rule,
your
but the
head.
continuation. There is a
Where a
world
soul
of
just has the
emotions and
afterlife.
memories contained in every living creature in Inside Out. The memories are individually housed within orbs that are categorized and filed away. Full islands are erected to represent a being's favorite things. In Riley's case, we got things like hockey, goofball, of course, family, friendship, honesty, those are the ones I memorized, and plenty more to come as she gets older. In this world, memories can be forgotten
So we have a
or
jock
start to fade
protagonist.
over
There's no
time.
video
In
games
one
in
such
there.
heartbreaking scene, we witness the removal of her imaginary friend Bing Bong. Here they come again. Oh, Bing Bong, here come the tears again. Okay, there is a train of thought.
It's an emotional movie, I mean,
studio,
you gotta know it.
thoughts, which include a
Clearly,
danger
this is
zone,
like the
and a bunch of
the
other clever
heart-wrenching
ideas
moment of that
presented in
movie,
fun
and then it
ways,
keeps coming up. It's like this.
killing
This
an
has got to be
imaginary
like a
friend.
strong hit.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Soul almost
The
feels
death of
related to
imagination.
Inside Out.
I mean, I don't
Perhaps
know what
not
else to say.
siblings, but like second cousins. The souls have a similar glowing style to them, although their personalities aren't near as wild. We don't get to see the great beyond, only the destination there, which is just a large, empty void carrying the passengers to the light. We do, however, see the great before. It's comprised of blues, purples, whites, and a softness to everything. The transparent leadership helps shepherd inhabitants
Saying
into
everything
different
looks
pavilions where they will hopefully find their spark for life. There is a danger zone in Seoul as well, simply referred to as the zone. They got rid of danger in the title.
Wait, so we're doing roadside
shorter.
picnic
It's
now
here where
too?
the lost souls roam aimlessly, becoming untethered from reality. It was a clever idea to include not just those that have become too depressed to be motivated, but also those that have gotten lost in their own obsessions, thereby losing grip on everything else around them. The Doctor is in, but I don't think Pete crafted quite the magical experience he did when it comes to Inside Out. Takes another win.
It is just a little odd, isn't it?
Typically, when it comes to the assembly or the production,
I mean,
of
like
films,
the Soul
it's
World
pretty
kind of
easy to point
concept,
out a
right?
thing here or there.
Well, I mean, it
But then
focuses
Feature
more on the
films were
before
done
than
by
the
basically
after,
the same
so
creative
it's not really
department.
something that really gets
Visually, they're
touched
both
on.
striking films
But then I
that
think of
look like
things
they
like
could
Yu
take
Yu
place in the same
Hakusho, where it's like,
universe.
yeah, we got the whole
creative
heavenly
team has said
bureaucracy
nay to
stuff. It's
this,
like,
but there is no denying the
it
visual
hits
symmetry
different just
between
because
these
like
two
the
pictures,
cultural
but it's
artifacts aren't there to
palpable.
properly express
Soul
it, I
is
think.
newer, which
But that's
means
also
it
a
has even more
current
polish
afterlife,
and
not a
detail
before
than the already
afterlife.
rich Inside
Mhm.
Out.
You're again
Pete has
talking
enough
about the
jazz
Great
numbers to
Beyond,
make Barry
which would
D.
be more
Benson
Yu Yu
happy.
Hakusho concept,
I'm sorry.
whereas Soul takes place
Every
in the
time
Great
I hear the
Before.
word jazz, I think of the stupid B movie and that meme.
You like
I'm just drawing
John
parallels.
I mean, more
Batiste released 16
represented,
new songs
more
for
like the
film, with
Greeks'
additional music from
three
Atticus
aspects of
Ross
fate,
and
the
of
one
course,
that
Trent Reznor.
entwines
me.
the chaos
Reznor.
of the
Mike
primordial
Giacano's back
into
with
new
Pixar
life.
for round 5, scoring Inside
More
Out.
than
His
Yu Yu
music reflects the
Hakusho.
full range of emotions seen and heard throughout the picture. The score, along with the final act,
I just want to see
hold
someone shoot
back
something
the
with a
tears of
spirit gun.
joy as Riley confronts the reality of what is going on. You let Bing Bong die, man. That's like pulling the trigger yourself. While the hustle and bustle of New York City is always a treat to see animated, Inside
always
Out's
Bing Bong.
dreamlike carnival world is just
It's a big part of the
engaging.
movie.
Had Riley and her family spent a little bit more time here in Minnesota,
But not
maybe
even-
would've-
I don't even
maybe
think it was
would've
the halfway
tipped the hat
point.
that way, but as it stands, it's a tie.
Minnesota
Unlike a lot of animated
wins.
films, these two in particular don't feel like they need
Half
to
a
pander
b-
to
quarter
the
of a
lowest common
bagel, really?
denominator. Instead, the Pixar team goes out
Hey,
of
give
their
what
way
you
to
got.
challenge themselves with tough material that could easily have failed. In the case of Inside Out, well, it was soul-crushingly good. Soul had the right ideas in place, but seemed unsure of itself in the last act. You heard my 2 cents. Now I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment with your winner.
I mean, it's like I said,
the
Inside
video
Out
if you had
was
a little
the,
bit of fun here, and I'll see you next time
was
on
the more
another Reel
in-depth
Rivalries.
movie.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
I
watching
think
Rivalries.
by the
If you
looks of it,
enjoyed the
Inside Out
video,
has like
make sure
two
you hit that
basic
like
things it
button
needs to
and comment with
intertwine
your
that are
episode
already
winner.
there.
If you're a fan of
Whereas
movie
like
debates,
in
feel
Soul
free
seems like
to
it needs to
subscribe
combine
Screen
3
Rant for
different
more Reel
things
Rivalries
that
and
don't
much, much more.
necessarily immediately have connection to each other. So it definitely has like the harder premise to like make work, right?
Right.
Not that like it did poorly or anything. It seems like a great movie. It just seems like it is a harder thing for someone to have tried to construct. So, I mean, I guess, hey, there you go. You won. You have the better movie. And, of course, Bing Bong's still dead.
Which I guess means that you actually get to pick on our next wheel rollout.
Woo, yeah, official pick. Let's go. All right. Well, go ahead and go down in the comments and tell everyone how much you hate that Bing Bong is dead and when your Bing Bong died. And, of course, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, buy plushies, give us money, and give us the numbers on your credit card and 3 numbers on the back. Oh, and also the expiration date.
And mother's maiden name.
And mother's maiden name, very important there. Can't miss that. All right. So for right now, I'm Griffin. This is Theta, and this has been Stone Face Reactions. We'll catch you next time. See ya.